Well, as a writer, you're always going to be looking for that topic that is imperative, is relevant. And so for this piece, dementia, it's just one of those things that it's such an amazingly complex topic. It's a relevant topic. It's timely. It's relative to everyone's life at some stage of our lives or someone dear to us. And we either have seen it or we will see it, and we will deal with it. And the issues around healthcare, the unspoken years of life in the aging process that we really don't as a society tackle and address openly, those are all parts of this whole story. And so it was important to address it and to run a story and a scenario that gripped it. Didn't hit it over the head so hard, but ultimately it was a result of, it was part of that whole formula. And dementia being one of those things that uncovers so many dark parts of our brain when we're in those last stages, it definitely was a story about questioning how you engineer and run your life when you are healthy mentally, because when you do finally get to that darker area, these are things that almost inevitably will come back up.
The story was impactful to me, partly on a personal level, because a member of my family took their own life because they couldn't bear to live with the deep sorrow they had. And she did it on her own, quietly, so there was no implication for anybody as this woman had. But I could identify with the dilemma of the woman who was going to be portraying this character. And that also I've nursed enough people in my 40 years to know the depths of sorrow and depression that human beings can go through, and that they get to that point of no return, that enough is enough. They want out, but for various reasons, rightly or wrongly, our society has deemed it not palatable for that to be allowed. I can't judge why, but that's the stance in this country, or has been in the past. So people have to seek their own methods. Some jump off bridges, some take an overdose, some electrocute them. I once played a part where I had to get into a bath with an electric fire in my arms, just as Cleopatra. Death haunts me.
The story was important to me because of this incredible role that I got to play. I have to be honest, and that was something that was constantly evolving, because I felt like my knowledge of the character actually grew every day, I would say. And I would constantly ask the director questions throughout the process. I mean, I expected my questions to stop once we started shooting, but they didn't. And I constantly expected him to say, "Lisa, enough is enough. Like, shut up already." But he never did. He always was, so welcoming in that way. He always welcomed the questions and used it as another opportunity to explore more. And so in that sense, it was wonderful. But I mean, also I felt that the topic was so prescient. Is that the word? Prescient? It's so important right now to so many people, because Alzheimer's and many forms of dementia are so prevalent, and especially with, the baby boomer generation that is coming into their seniority now, and that is a large population. And unfortunately, dementia is kind of expanding. The things that we call dementia are expanding, so it's an enormous problem for many people. And that's why I felt, excited and privileged to explore it more, to learn more about it, and that's why I couldn't possibly put it in a box. It was impossible to say this is what it is, because it's something that is different for every individual and actually morphs all the time. And that was really fascinating. As far as the physical demands, I mean, You know, I really found them all a ton of fun, to be honest. I mean, at times I had to yell a lot. That was a lot of fun. At times I had to be physical and I lost my voice at times. It all was very stimulating and added to the experience. And at times I had to lie in bed all day, and that was great.